Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Neil and today we are going to take a look at the new 2024 Ibanez models that have been released just a few hours ago. First of all, I just want to say that I think Ibanez have missed out big time here on something. I think they've dropped a bit of a bummer. Some of the models look absolutely great, but they have not given us something that I think they should have done. I'm going to talk about that right at the end of the video, but first of all, we're going to get into the guitars that they've released that I think look pretty cool. Okay guys, if you want to search up these guitars yourself, just put in Ibanez 2024 gear and it comes up, you click straight on it, it comes under Ibanez 2024 news, and you can see some of the new 2024 Namm releases. I don't know if this will be all of them, they may release more, they probably will. There's not many there, to be honest, but I think this year is all about finishes for Ibanez guitars, and there are some gorgeous finishes. So you will be greeted with this lovely picture here. You have this crimson style top and this kind of a blue burl top here. Both look absolutely great. Just before we get into it, I'm a massive fan of Ibanez guitars. I played Ibanez RGs for years, neck throughs and bolt-ons. My first Ibanez was an RG 570. I saved up for about 2 years for that guitar, and I bought one that was like going out of, it was getting discontinued, and I bought that at a really good price. Back in the day, you used to get hard cases with the Ibanez 570s, and I played Ibanez for years. I think I owned about 3 or 4 more Ibanezes, including the Joe Satriani one, which I didn't like at all, but all my other Ibanezes, I really liked them. They played great. They didn't sound massive. The pickups are not really about that. They're kind of a super strat, obviously. They're not there. They could benefit from maybe a pair of Duncans in my opinion, things like that. But I really like them. I enjoyed playing them. Necks are absolutely gorgeous. Ibanez are famous for their wafer thin necks. I think it was the Wizard 2 that I preferred out of them all. But yeah, really like Ibanez guitars, really comfortable, and I kind of regret not having one, anymore. Will I own one again one day? Probably, yeah, because I do genuinely like them. So that's enough about that. That's my history with Ibanez. Let's get into the guitars for 2024. Some screenshots will be coming on there for you guys so you can see closer. Don't worry, I won't just show you it with the Mac miles away. The first one here, we all know that Ibanez love their numbers, don't we? Let's see if we can pronounce some of these numbers accurately. So the first guitar we're going to look at is an RGT1270PB CTF, and it's an absolutely gorgeous looking guitar. 7-piece neck on there. This will be from the premium range, I'm assuming. It looks absolutely fantastic, can't fault it. It's got my favourite trem on of all time. I know a lot of people see me with Floyd Roses, but the Edge trem, the Ibanez Edge, I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favourite trems that I've ever used. Tone wise, it gets a lot of gets criticised a lot. People say that it doesn't sound as big, and the trem on the RGs are responsible for the thinner type of tone, but I'm not sure. I think it's more a pickup thing myself. But I absolutely love the look of that guitar. It's got a blue burl top on it. Nothing, they're super special. It's nothing that you wouldn't. It's nothing that you wouldn't expect from Ibanez. It's everything you would expect from, especially on the premium range. There's also a hardtail version here. The trem version has 2 humbuckers and a single coil in the middle. The hardtail version here, which is the RGT1221PB-SWL, this is like, it's red basically. Let's not confuse everyone with colours as well as numbers. But it's the same guitar almost. It has a hardtail in it. It has Ibanez's own bridge in there. I forgot the name of the bridge, but it looks great. We're not going to go too in depth. Really love the inlays on there. It's another premium model. It looks fantastic. I'm not a red guitar type of guy, but I do like that. It does look beautiful. It looks a beautiful guitar. It will be made in Korea, and I can't fault that guitar actually. The next one along here is a purple guitar. It looks more black. It looks like a black purple fade, but it's actually not. I think it's Tokyo purple or something, I can't remember. But this is an RG470DX-TMN. There is no need for these numbers. We need names. Names are a lot easier to use. I'm not a massive fan of humbucker, single coil in the middle configuration for pickups, because the single coil in the middle I usually bash, especially when I'm stood up, I usually bash my finger on. I dig in quite hard, and that is always exactly around where I pick, and I always bang my finger on it, and I'm not a massive fan of that. Lots of people love them. I don't. I prefer just a HH, and I would never really use that middle pickup. You know, it's more of what you'd use for clean. Obviously, it's not my bag, to be honest. But it's got the shark fin. You know, they're not Jackson shark fin inlays, but they're like two Jackson shark fin inlays joined together. The Ibanez inlays there, very iconic. Do I like them? I do like them, but I think I prefer the you know, the dots on just plain dots on an Ibanez. For me, I'm gonna miss this guitar out here. Well, I won't miss it out. Go on, I'll be really quick. This is an RG470DX SFM Seafoam Green. I'm not clicking on it. I don't know what the colour is, but I'm confused enough with the numbers without going on about the colours as well. But yeah, lovely looking guitar, bit more classic looking, classic Seafoam style Super Strat design. The next guitar along, I want to look at a lot, even though it does have the HH and the single coil in the middle. I wish that single coil wasn't there. This is an RG470PB REB, I think, yeah. Looks gorgeous, absolutely love the look of this guitar. That top, you know, speaks for itself. And what makes this guitar jump out at me even more is that when you get close to the guitar, you can see that it actually has black binding around the edge, which sets the top off even more. Not a fan of red guitars, but this looks absolutely stunning. Gorgeous guitar, absolutely love the look of it. I'd put up with that single coil in the middle, even though I hate them there, just because the guitar looks absolutely stunning. You know, it looks like some kind of cosmic wood effect. You know, I really like it. I really like that guitar. That looks great. It's typically Ibanez, but I think that's the one for me this year, if any. That is the one for me that I think it would, you know, I would purchase more out of all of them. It's a bolt-on neck. Unfortunately, I prefer a through neck, as you guys know. Caused a lot of controversial comments lately because of my comments on bolt-ons. I don't hate bolt-ons. Got bolt-ons here next to me, but for me a through neck is just a bit more modern, and I think we don't need bolt-ons anymore now. With the new machines and everything, we can make affordable through necks. So I don't know, but anyway, yeah. Still love the guitar. Looks absolutely great. Love the top. Love the body binding. Would be nice for neck binding to go with it as well, in my opinion. But yeah, it looks great. It looks all right. Absolutely love it. We're going to miss a few out here because there's nothing really special going on. It's all typically Ibanez, new RGs, different colours, basically all the way down. I'm not a massive fan of the AZs. There's a new one here that's probably worth mentioning. It's got this tiger. I call it a tiger thingy. But it's AZ47P1QM-DEB. No need for that. It's got the single coil in the middle again. That will put me off. It's got no Floyd. It's not for me. I don't know what Ibanez decided, or why they decided to do that with their headstock shape, make it all rounded and flubby around the edges. The AZ headstock is not for me. I don't like it. It's not too nice, if I'm honest. But the top, it's worth mentioning just because of the top. You know, it's a leopard top or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, but apart from that, it's all good. You know, some people will love that, but it's just not particularly for me or for my tastes, unfortunately. The next guitar worth mentioning is this crazy thing here. This is an S model, so these are the super thin. They're like an RG rounded off around the horns and everywhere. And when you look at them side on, they're super thin. I quite like them to look at, and I quite like them to play, but the one or two that I've played sounded a bit not great for some reason, but that could just be a pickup thing. But this one is the S770-CZM. That colour is amazing. It's like some kind of cosmic explosion going on. You know, it's like something out of Star Wars. I really love it. I don't like blue guitars or red guitars, if I'm totally honest. You know, I'm a metal guy, but it does look great. And like I said, Ibanez are really going for the killer finishes this year. You know, the bale tops, the flame tops, things like that. And they look great. You know, I think they're doing a really good job. That's the angle that Ibanez have gone this year, and I think it's worked for them because they look stunning. You know, people will love that. The Ibanez guys will absolutely love those models. Now, I want to talk about something now. This is what I said at the beginning of the video when I said that I think Ibanez have missed the boat here. I think they've dropped a big clanger. There's a bass all the way down here. Where is it? Here we have it. It's a BTB25TH 5/SLN. No need. And it's in this kind of silver, like it's like a futuristic metallic silver finish, and it has like black splatters, paint splatters on the front and the back, and it looks amazing. I don't like the shape of that bass, if I'm honest. The SR Ibanez basses for me as a guitarist are the most comfortable basses to play that I've ever touched, if I'm totally honest. In my bass playing experience, you know, which is very slim, but I find the SRs really, really nice. I think they're just amazing basses. They sound great, they look great, they feel great, they're super easy to play. If you're a guitarist and you're looking for a comfortable bass, check out the Ibanez SRs for sure. This is not an SR, it's a weird thing. I don't like the shape of it, but the finish on it, for me, why on earth, and this is where they've dropped a bummer, did Ibanez not release this finish on an RG? No idea. It seems madness. They're making these basses with these amazing finishes on, and they've given us quite standard, quite stock, typical Ibanez finishes on their 2024 guitar range. But they've not dropped this as a guitar. They might do it at Namm, I guess. If they're making these guitars in a factory anyway and putting this finish on a bass, they may as well do it on a guitar, hadn't they? I don't know. So it's a mystery to me to create this finish that looks absolutely fantastic, amazing, and very metal indeed, but not release it on a guitar. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but for me, they've missed out big time, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of metal players like myself would have looked at this silver and black kind of splatter and would have really lent towards it and thought that it was a really awesome looking guitar and would have been checking it out. I think it would have drawn a lot of attention. Instead, it's on the bass. No disrespect to bass players, good luck to you guys. You've got an awesome looking finish there to go and buy. Unfortunately, for us guitarists, we don't have that option because Ibanez so far look like they've decided not to bring that out in the guitar, and it's just madness. It's crazy to me. Let me know below, guys, what you think of Ibanez guitars, new releases for 2024. Let me know what you think about this bass, and should it be a guitar finish? You know, I think it should. Let me know what you think. Can't wait for more Namm releases. The next 7 days or so, I think we're going to start seeing a lot more stuff dropping from other brands. Can't wait to see what Schecter, ESP and Jackson are going to do. Yeah, awesome. There's some awesome gear I already know about that's a bit hush-hush coming onto the channel. You know, I can't say anything about it because it would be totally unprofessional of me to do that. And no brand would touch me with a barge pole if I ever did. I don't like leaks, people who leak stuff anyway. Brands put a lot of money into marketing their products, and for someone to come along and leak the information, it's just not for me. I'm not into it. So yeah, I do know a lot of gear that's coming out and coming towards the channel in 2024 that is absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to get hold of it. But until then, you know, I can't say any more on the matter. But there is some cool gear coming out in 2024 from brands that you are used to seeing on my channel. That's all I'm going to say on it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. But more importantly, give me a comment below on this video because I really like talking to you guys. See you soon.